What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here. Today we're going to install this Flash Pro digital car tablet into our 1996 Honda Civic EK. So, a lot of the 90s Hondas, or even the older cars, early 2000 cars, wish that they have one of the best features for the newer cars these days, which is the Apple CarPlay. A lot of ways to do that, and this is one of the biggest ones, honestly, that I can think of. This actually has a 10.26-inch 4K touchscreen. It has a built-in dash cam, instant wireless CarPlay. It can work for Apple and also Android, guys. So even if you have this or you have an Android, it will definitely work out. So you can use Bluetooth, aux, or built-in FM transmitter if you still want to listen to FM or radio. Simple 5-minute install, guys, so this is really easy on that. Universal fit too, so works with nearly every make and model. One of the things I actually wanted to point out, there's a lot of Honda, not just Honda, but there's a lot of older cars out there. They don't really want to mess out with the head unit. You know, they don't want to take out so much things in the radio, or like the OEM radio. So this would be the best fit. If you're one of those guys like me, this would be the best fit for you. All you have to do is just put this by your dash. You don't have to take out any kind of screws or anything like that. Go ahead and get in today's installation video. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys, so now we're gonna open this box, and I'm just kidding. We've already test mounted it and made sure that everything's good, but I'm just gonna show you guys how the quality looks like. And on top of that, how it is very convenient, honestly. In my 96 Honda Civic EK, when I got this car already came with this aftermarket radio right here. So it's pretty decent, I would say, but you know, it could definitely be better. I've already driven newer cars, and newer cars actually are way better. We have two mounts right here. So we have this longer version right here that all you have to do is just, you know, if you want, you could actually put on your windshield if you'd like that, which we're gonna do it later on. We also have this double stick of tape right here that you can also just, you know, put on there and make sure everything, obviously, before you do that, you have to clean the dash first. So for this digital dash play, I'm gonna use the USB-C port, and the ports are actually gonna be on this side right here. So I'm gonna put this in and make sure your car, I'm pretty sure every car actually has a cigarette charger, I hope. So we're gonna put this in right here. We only have one. Hang on, give me a sec. All right. So we chose the suction cup again, and that way after we park the car, we don't have to use it. We can just take this out. You just choose a spot how you'd like to. Look at that. You could actually slide this up, and you can even adjust this if you'd like to, however you'd like to. So let's just say if you don't want to use this mount, you don't really need to adjust anything unless if you wanted to, like I said. But if you're using this suction cup for your window, and if you don't move this, chances are it's definitely going to block it, right? But you want safety first. So, and you also want to capture everything with the dash cam. So you want to make sure that this one's actually up in there, and while we also mount this on the windshield. So you just find a spot where you think it's going to be. All right, guys. So this is how we're going to mount our PLM digital dash play. Okay, run it however you guys would like it. You want this to be convenient while you're driving, and you don't want this to be blocking your middle way or your way while you're driving too, right? So maybe you could actually adjust it a little bit more. I might adjust it a little bit more down here later on. Actually, let's try it right now. Some options, because I don't like, or something like that. Is that better? Yeah. We're gonna try this out right now, guys. When you first see it, this is the main menu. You have the time. Obviously, we haven't set it up yet. You have the main. Looks like Katy Perry for some reason. We have the FM TX. We have the BT, phone link, clock, calendar, and setup. So right now, we're gonna check out phone link. And then two options here. So you have iPhone and Android only. If we have an iPhone, we're gonna use iPhone right here. All right, so I'm gonna set this up. Give me a sec here. So the device name for this will be car/, It will be car BT_63F. So it also says in there too. I'm pretty sure you could also rename this later on. It just says pairing request. So we have we have 6 digits right here. So we're going to pair it right now. So ask you if you'd like to pick the whole contacts in your phone. I like that too. So it says here connect to CarPlay. So this is the CarPlay that we're talking about. We're going to connect to CarPlay right now and see how this goes. And we are connected, guys. Look at that. Whoa, that literally looks like a CarPlay. So as you guys can see, it's the same thing as the newer CarPlays, guys. So if you're going to look on this side, we have maps. It even shows there where we're at right now. We're in South San Francisco. It's accurate. Time is also accurate. 11:28. 5G. You guys know that. Shout out to T-Mobile. So we have Spotify right here. If you guys want to cruise with your car and get some music on, and obviously you have your phone logs right here if you want to dial someone too. So favorites, recent contacts. So anyone right here. You can even ask Siri to make a call. My platform is going to be different compared to yours or to everyone else's. It's because I do have an aftermarket radio, my 9600 Civic EK. So I don't really have to install my aux cord right here. Because what we did earlier today, which we also found out, was we needed to install this and then make sure our aftermarket audio, aftermarket radio is actually on aux section. And we have to put this right here, install it, and also install this into the PLM display. Now, if you're like me, guys, prefer having no wires at all. So I thought of it. I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. And since I have already connected into my phone's already connected and synced up into my aftermarket radio, I can still play music, but still use the features of the PLM digital display. So let's just say if we're playing music or not, I could even transfer the music right here. So, you know, next, like move it, or even right there. And then let's just say for Google Maps, we're gonna choose a spot right now where we want to go. Let's see. So let's just go for this kebab shop right here. We can still go with it right there. It will show it, and again, we'll play the music once again. We can still play the music freely, right? So this is definitely a good feature, guys. The only wire that we have right now would be this. This is the power outage, or this is the main core, the main power for our digital display. How we can figure out the camera side, so we can press on this square right here. How we can do that is we go back to this car square thing right here. It has a house. So we'll go back to the the very main feature. Once you turn, so if you swipe left, you can see DVR. Now for this DVR right here, it will show that the camera is actually live. So that's how it looks like right now. And you can also press recording if you guys like. So there's lock, there's microphone, there's playback, there's also cycle time, snap if you'd like to. Okay, let me see. So obviously right now we do not have any kind of SD card, so we're not able to do any of that. We're gonna have an SD card in a bit. This is one of the best value out in the market right now. The convenience of having a bigger screen, seeing where you're going at, that's always a plus. It's always a plus for me. And I know it's not just me, but it's also for everyone else who drives in older cars. For $150, this is one of the best values out in the market right now. And honestly, I can't wait to keep using this. In fact, I have a long drive later today after work, an hour and 20 minutes to get to another city. And I can't wait to see how convenient this one is. So overall, the digital display is definitely a must for older cars. If you have an 80s car, 90s car, or even early 2000s car, or any kind of car who does not have any Apple CarPlay. And again, this could also be used for Android users too. So Android and Apple, it's a win-win for everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy this real quick installation of our PLM digital display. If you have an older car, 80s, 90s car, or early 2000s, and if you need one of these, and if you need something convenient, the link is going to be underneath the description. It's already automated right there too. And if you guys have any questions, holla at us. And also PLM email is going to be underneath the description as well too. So do me a favor, smash this like button down below, and also make sure to subscribe for more PLM installation videos for a 9600 Civic EK. And thank you, Johnson, for holding the camera. Anyways, guys, see you guys in the next episode. See you guys in the next video. Peace.